A very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News on MTV Sports. I'm Shahin Durangpati with the news. We'll first take a look at your headlines. Appropriation bill to be presented in Parliament this afternoon. President instructs state banks to increase lending for small-time businessmen. New telephone hotline to solve language issues. Now for the stories in detail. A special meeting has been convened by the Judges Association over the attack carried out on the Secretary of the Judicial Service Commission, Manjula Tilakaratne, and the situation that has arisen following the attack. The association consists of district court judges and magistrates. The special meeting convened by the Judges Association is taking place at the Colombo District Court auditorium. District court judges and magistrates from all parts of the island had applied for leave and travelled to Colombo to participate at today's meeting. According to our reporter, owing to this meeting, activities at the Colombo District and Magistrate Courts have come to a standstill. However, the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeal are functioning as usual. High Court judges are also engaged in their duties. However, a majority of the lawyers at the Colombo High Court did not participate in court proceedings today. Our correspondent noted that owing to the situation, many of the cases that were to be taken up today have been postponed. Meanwhile, a group of lawyers engaged in a demonstration today as well against the attack carried out on the Secretary of the Judicial Service Commission. Our station correspondents noted that activities at courts out of Colombo are continuing as usual. However, lawyers in several areas are engaged in protest today as well. Now on Sunday, the Secretary of the Judicial Service Commission, Manjula Tilakaratne, was attacked by a group down Hotel Road in Mount Lavinia. Tilakaratne, who was also hospitalized following the attack, was discharged from hospital last evening. Police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rona noted that the Colombo Crimes Division is carrying out investigations into the incident. No arrests have been made with regard to the attack as yet. To the local news, the appropriation bill for 2013 will be presented to Parliament this afternoon. Government Chief Whip Minister Dinesh Gunawardena noted that the government's expenditure and revenue for next year will be presented to the House through this bill. He went on to note that the President will read the budget report in Parliament on the 8th of next month. President Mahinda Rajapaksa has instructed the heads and senior officials of state banks to increase lending to small-time businessmen. The President's media unit noted that the President had made this statement at a discussion with the heads of state banks and senior officials to obtain their proposals for the 2013 budget. Secretary to the Ministry of Finance, Dr. P.B. Jayasundara, and Senior Minister of International Monetary Corporation, Dr. Sarath Amunugama, also attended the meeting held at Temple Trees last evening. The President had pointed out that after the humanitarian mission, there has been tremendous support from the small-time businessmen for development programs. Thereby, the President had noted that the state banks should provide them with the required capital. The Ministry of National Languages and Social Integration has decided to introduce a special hotline to solve language issues. Minister Vasudevan Nayakkara stated that any language-related problem when obtaining services from a government institution can be resolved by calling this hotline. The minister added that this hotline number 1956 will be in operation shortly. Moving on to more local news, the prevailing dry weather is not only of concern to humans but also to animals. With many of the water holes in wildlife parks running dry due to the prevailing drought, water has become a scarce resource. In order to mitigate a serious shortage of water at the wildlife parks, Deputy Minister of Agrarian Services and Wildlife S.M. Chandrasena launched a project to construct water holes at the Wilpattu National Park yesterday. The Wilpattu National Park is the largest forest reserve in the island, spanning nearly 131,000 hectares. The drought that is being experienced in the north-central province has caused many problems for the indigenous wildlife. While most of the water holes in the area have dried out, the ones that have water have come under immense pressure due to the convergence of many animals. Therefore, Deputy Minister of Agrarian Services and Wildlife S.M. Chandrasena is spearheading a project to provide water for the animals through temporary watering holes. Also, as a long-term solution, steps are being taken to divert a branch of the Modira route towards the Wilpattu Park.
We hope to create an environment where animals can have easy access to water. Water is essential for all animals. We also hope to create grasslands where these animals can find water.
In more local news, an 18-year-old mother of one has been murdered in the Unaliya area in Anamadua. Now, she had been killed with a machete. The police said that the murder had taken place while she was on her way home after work. Investigations have revealed that the victim had left her husband following an argument and had been at her mother's house. Even though the husband had asked her to come back home, she had refused. The police said that this had led to the husband killing his 18-year-old wife. The husband has been arrested and is to be produced before court. A burnt body severed into several parts has been found in the Zoisa housing scheme in Thevattaragama. Police said that the body had been discovered this morning. According to the police, the body, which had been severed into several parts, had been burnt. The inquest into the death was conducted by the acting Nigamba magistrate Nishendra Ekanayaka this morning. We're moving on to more local news. A house that has been used as official quarters for the IDH hospital in Mullaeriyawa has been destroyed in a fire. Police said that the fire had started at around 6:45 p.m. last evening. The fire had destroyed all valuables and possessions of the residents. While the cause of the fire has been identified as an electrical short circuit, it had been put out with the assistance of the Colombo Fire Brigade. The Mullaeriyawa police are conducting further investigations into the incident. Meanwhile, a fire had broken out in a textile shop in Mavanala yesterday. The fire was later put out with the assistance of the fire brigade and area residents. Governor of the Western Province, Alavi Maulana, says that the only weapon of the minority without any religion and culture is racism. Now, he expressed his view at a media briefing convened by the Inter-Religious Organization for National Unity yesterday.
The media briefing was convened to register their protest over the harassment of Buddhists in Bangladesh. I am happy that those responsible were arrested. That is what should be done. I think this should be done everywhere. They don't have a religion, they don't have a culture, they don't have any morality, no language, nothing in fact. They are just a minority group. They have no weapons, so they use racism. They have created a wrong impression by resorting to this tactic.
Well, it's a local sports news. Richmond College Galle won the men's division of the 42nd Junior National Badminton Championship yesterday, while Visakha Vidyalaya Colombo went on to claim the women's division.
Organized and coordinated by the Sri Lanka Badminton Association, the Junior National Championship took place over 7 days. The finals of the tournament took place at the Royal Complex Indoor Courts yesterday. Richmond College Galle went on to win the men's division with a points tally of 36, while Dharmashuka College of Ambalangoda came runners-up with 32 points. Visakha Vidyalaya Colombo won the women's division with 49 points, with Anula College Nuvegoda coming second, scoring 42 points. Meanwhile, the awards for best upcoming players went to Tarin Punchiheva of Rahula College Matara and Tarushi Bandaranayaka of Srimava Bandaranayaka College Colombo.
Time news today. Join us again at 1:55 for more of the very latest. I'm Shah Jarangpati. Take care.